Hello, beautiful family. So, I'm super excited to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bohemina, and today I'll be checking out a video with the title A Boy Named Sue. And this video is by Johnny Cash. So, guys, if you're ready, then let's see Johnny Cash singing A Boy Named Sue. Woo! That's an old video.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to Ma and me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him 'cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that he ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I'd just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at a table, dealing stud, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. But I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. I tell you, I've fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun. I pulled mine first. He stood there looking at me, and I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I know I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name, and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die, and it's that name that helped to make you strong." Yeah. He said, "Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your guts and the spit in your eye, 'cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue." Yeah, well, what could I do? What could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him a pa and he called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bill or George, any damn thing but Sue.
Wow, so beautiful. The lyrics of the song really made me pay attention to the whole story, talking about a young boy that has been named Sue. It's a feminine name or an unusual name. So growing up as a young boy, he was bullied for having a name like that. He went through a lot, stigma and all that in the society and everything because of the name Sue that he had. And this boy vowed to look for his dad, take revenge, and it was beautiful, telling us how this boy took note of the scar on his father's cheek. He looked for him, and then saw this old looking man, and then he recognized him by the scar, and then he fought him. And then the father was happy to see that this boy had come back. He didn't blame him for being angry at him, but rather it was time for him to let the son know that I named you Sue because I couldn't be there for you, And for that reason, I had to give you something that will toughen you, something that will make you strive harder in life and all that. So even though this boy was angry, he reconciled with his daddy, and then he vowed not to name, if he ever has a son, he's never going to name his Sue, but he would rather name him Jack something something. And I think it's an interesting story. It's really interesting. You could tell that at the end of the day, the boy had learned his lesson and there was reconciliation. Johnny Cash has a very beautiful voice. It's not too deep and it's not too light as well. It's just in between, and then the sound of the guitar complementing his voice was really beautiful. I love the fact that he was just seated in a relaxed corner, and then it felt like that sort of moment where you have your grandpa sit you down and then narrate a story to you. I love the fact that this is a complex kind of narration he's making, but the laughter and everything around it just made it feel relaxing, and then it made everybody really interested in the story. It's a sad story, and then it's fun as well. If you follow it, at a point you can try and put yourself in that gentleman's shoes, having to grow up in an environment where you're going to be bullied all over and all that because of a name that you have and all that. It wouldn't be an easy thing to go through, but he just found a beautiful way of communicating this and conveying the emotions of this boy and the father as well, and he made it really beautiful to listen and to watch as well. So guys, I really enjoyed watching Johnny Cash singing A Boy Named Sue, and I'm sure you enjoyed yourself as well. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, subscribe to my channel to join my amazing family, and please keep recommending other videos that you would want me to check out in the comment section for me, and I'll pick it up from there. Until next time, I am Hemina. I will sway your number one music freak. See you. Bye.